think that as a human race, everybody's going to have their differences. And sometimes people have perceptions that are not correct. All that we can do, all that I can do, you can do, is continue to be the best person that I can be so that they can see me for who I am. And I pray that they see that. And if I don't, I wish them well. And I'm going to keep on being me and be the person that I know I am supposed to be.
Introduce yourself to us, why you came to Ghana.
My name is Christina, and I came to Ghana for a wedding.
Wow.
Yes. And to learn more and see more about Africa.
So far, is it your first time being in Ghana?
It is my first time being in Ghana, yes.
So what are some of the things that you've seen in Ghana that you are really impressed?
I think the hospitality that everybody's shown, the kindness, the camaraderie and being sweet and caring. You know, everybody's very helpful. That reminds me of just being at home with my family. It feels like family.
Wow. So far so good. As you are in Ghana, what things have you seen so far? Have you per chance visited any tourist place?
We went to Elmina Slave Fort, and we also went to, I know I'm going to say the name wrong, but to the National Forest with the canopies.
Yeah,
with
the Kakum, yeah.
The Kakum
Wow.
yes.
So how did you feel? How was the experience?
For the Slave Fort, that's the second time that I've gone to one. I went to one in Dakar, Senegal, and this one was even harder. The second time going, it just makes me very sad to know what another human being does to another human being, regardless of color, white, black, that you just feel the heaviness and it just makes you feel very angry sometimes, but also extremely sad. But then you look at all of the good things that come out of being able to meet folks on the other side of that, learning and being able to share it. And so, you know, we have to take the good things out of anything that's bad. We look for the good things in it because that's what we're supposed to do as children of God.
Great. So how long have you been in Ghana? How long have you been staying in Ghana?
I have been here for about 4 days.
4 days.
Yes.
So why did you keep long before coming to Ghana, since you know Ghana is really a good place for you to visit?
It was a friend of mine who was coming, and so she invited me to come. But I've heard good things. I've watched videos on YouTube and seen folks. I love music, I love dance, and I love different kinds of dance. So just learning more about the culture is something that I was looking forward to.
You made mention of you loving dancing and music. So maybe if you can just give me a freestyle of you dancing, I think I'll be.
So all I learned was this one so far.
Wow. So what kind of dance is that?
Up off the ground.
Wow.
That was one that the gentleman taught me over there. I know I'm doing it wrong, but that's what he taught me so far.
Great.
The DJ.
Wow. So definitely you need to teach me how to dance, because I can't dance. You know, sometimes I dance like frog.
Well, we did an American dance. We did an electric slide, so that's something that we do at traditional African American weddings.
Yeah.
So it's, we step this way, and then go this way, and
then you come this way,
and we go back,
and then go back this way. Wow.
And you turn.
Wow.
A lot of the dancers, we have some of the same moves because they had one that they were doing.
Yeah.
So.
Some continents has been speaking negative things about we blacks, and they have negative perceptions about us. I'm not trying to generalize it, but some people normally think blacks are not people that are recognized in the society. What do you have to say about it? What is your opinion about that?
I think that as a human race, everybody's going to have their differences, and sometimes people have perceptions that are not correct. All that we can do, all that I can do, you can do, is continue to be the best person that I can be so that they can see me for who I am. And I pray that they see that. And if I don't, I wish them well. And I'm going to keep on being me and be the person that I know I am supposed to be.
So now that you are in Ghana, do you intend to come back to Ghana to establish yourself without not going back to the States again?
No, I have to go back home. My husband and my son are at home. I'm definitely going back home. I can't stay. I miss them too much. Me and my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters. So everybody is at home. So I got to go back home to my family.
In your opinion, maybe if I'm supposed to ask you to compare these two continents together, America and also Africa, which one would you choose, in your opinion?
I would have to choose America because that's where everything that I know, all my family, everybody is there. Would I come back to Ghana? Absolutely, hands down. I love the people. I loved the experience that I've had so far. But I gotta pick my people at home. That's where that's my heart. My family is at home.
Thank you for your opinion. I'm really asking this because a whole lot of some African Americans have been saying that they are not being treated fairly in the States and so forth. So I was just asking you, being an African American, don't you think it is really bad for you to stay there for a very long time without not coming back home? Because I know Africa is your home and Africa is your root. So why don't you just come back and then establish yourself in Africa?
I think it would be hard for me personally, and I've heard the same thing. I've heard plenty of people say that, they want to come, they're going to move back home to the motherland. If everybody left, there would not be anybody for folks to learn from. I do believe in my heart that there has to be people of different races everywhere. If you don't have somebody who looks like me, who looks like you, somewhere where there's not representation, nobody will learn. Nobody will change. If we all leave and come back over here, there's nobody to learn from. There's nobody to share experiences with and to learn new things about. So there are issues in the United States, absolutely, with African Americans. But I want to be that person where they can see somebody who says, maybe I could change my views, maybe I could change. And if I'm not there, they're never going to learn.
So what are some of your opinions about Africans moving to America to get a living and then come back to Africa and then establish?
I think that it's everybody's right to do. If that's what you choose to do, you should be able to do that. If you want to leave and move, that's totally fine.
So my final question that I want to ask you, I know you are in a hurry, you are partying and so forth. So I just want to ask you, as you are in Ghana now, you've tasted Ghanaian food.
I have.
Yes. So can you prepare that Ghanaian food, and what food did you really taste that you did like?
Got you. We went to a cooking class. So we made palava sauce.
Yes.
Okay. And then we made red. So I would be able to go back home. I think my husband would really like the palava sauce with the tomatoes and the onions. We would use greens or spinach and different things to cut up in there. So I think I could make that when I go back home. I already told them I was going to try it and give it a shot with the ginger and the garlic. So I've like pumpkin seeds. I got it down.
Wow. So since you have your dancing style and so forth, I wish you would dance and tell your people that are going to watch you on my YouTube channel to subscribe to my channel. Maybe if you have something to tell them, you can just tell them. So my camera is there. You can just look straight into the camera and say something to them.
It's wonderful here. If you get an opportunity to come and visit, you should come and visit. Come with an open mind, come with an open heart, and enjoy the culture.
Wow. I dance like a crocodile.
I do?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
God bless you.
You're very welcome.
God bless you.